just when you like, oh man, Kids Bop 2018's coming out, you're like, man, it's really been that many years. Well, as per the OCG's Jump Festa, a lot of news is kind of rolling out. There's been, give or take, 7-8 new cards today. Some of these haven't been such a spicy meatball, but they're very interesting for what we're getting. So, very curious to see how these are going to go. The first one up is Booster Dragon. This is actually direct support for Rokkets. And we're finally, the Black Wings of this set are finally getting a little bit fucking more love because God knows they need it. So it's 2 Rocket monsters. Okay, once per turn, you target one other face-up card on the field. It gains 500 attack and defense. It gains... Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of this effect. That's very interesting, actually. Not gonna lie, I definitely don't think I would have expected a clause like that, but it's pretty good for allowing you to target another monster and give it an initial power push-up. And then if this link summoned card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, target one other dragon-type monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Now, if you've been watching the Vrains anime, you've been seeing that the Rocket theme with dragons has been literally mixed. It's very interesting to see it as like a mixed breed. But it's actually kind of cool to see that this deck is fundamentally working with the dragon archetype that it's been given and trying to give it a little bit more oomph. But we're going to need a little bit more than this to definitely really tie that dragon aspect that we've had cooking together, because this is a good card. But once again, Rockets and dragons, sure, you can push them in the anime together, but you're going to have to do a little bit more than that once it reaches TCG. Oh god, Zenmaicion. God, it's like downloading porn from the fucking 90s. This is what my internet connection's like. So, you guys remember when we were all like, oh man, you know, I would sell a testicle to get my fucking Zenmaity back in the TCG. Well, for some reason, they're giving them a Link monster, so maybe? I mean, if we got a Gateway at 1, still hope? Maybe? Zenmaity, where you at, bro? So, Zenmaicion, the maintenance wind-up. I guess it was a matter of time. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't show this out in the previous pack, but it's 2 wind-up monsters. Okay. Yeah, I can fuck with that. If this card is successfully Link summoned, you can add 1 wind-up card from deck to your hand. So this actually specifically says card. So this actually ends up recruiting for Wind-Up Factory. Wind-Up Factory will gain you more additional cards. It's actually pretty good. And then you can banish 1 face-up wind-up monster you control face down. Why would I want to banish it? What? Why do I want to banish a face-up wind-up monster you control face down? Oh man, that sucks. It means I can't resource it back. And special summon 1 monster with the same names from your deck. Okay, so I mean they're trying to make sure I'm not abusing this? Question mark? That's interesting. Alright, I'll take that. And then if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 wind-up Xyz monster you control. Attach that card, or attach this card to that card. Zenmaio? Zenmaity? I mean, you're asking for a lot because of me having to put 2 into this. Because that seems like too much, but why do you not float? This card's interesting. I like it. I like the fact that like you can use it as a precondition to set up for more of the links, but outside of that, it's not too spicy. And then Network Floodgate. Oh, this card's so good. This is one of the best goddamn cards I've seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! In a very long time. Network Trap Hole. Keep in mind it's a trap hole. So, remember the last time Rafflesia was in competitive play? I remember. When your opponent special summons a monster from the deck or graveyard, banish that monster face down. Congratulations. 2018, you're going to be a year in which we're going to banish more cards face down as unidentifiable resources, which I'm not sure what they're pushing for with this, but with this and this, it's clear indicators that they're trying to blank things. There's nothing else too spicy down here for the OCG. Shout out to the gold blue eyes white dragon made out of pure gold. I don't know why you would ever want to do that, but pure silver and pure gold. God, enjoy spending a lot of money. Alright, then we got the remaining premium pack 20 cards. Arcana Lord Extra Joker. Thank you for being so blurry. This thing is literally 3 warrior monsters with different names. Jack's Knight, Queen's Knight, and King's Knight. 2800, so it's not terrible. Once per turn, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated that targets this card and or monsters this card points to, you can discard 1 card of the same type, monster, spell, and trap card, negate that activation, and blow it the fuck out. Someone say Decode Talker. Decode Talker is, this is basically Decode. Just a little bit shittier of a condition to bring out. And then when this Link summoned card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, why the fuck am I going to be ramming my 2800 into something to trigger this effect? Why does this not say when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect? But if this card is destroyed by battle, you can choose 2 level 4 warrior monsters. Oh, you could choose 2 level 4 warrior normal monsters from your deck. And if you do, special summon one of them, and you do, add the other to your hand. God, why are you trying to make the Jack's Knight, King's Knight, and Queen's Knight viable? Did I miss something here? Someone do a line of coke in the office and was like, dude, priorities. Interesting. Now, they actually made action spells. Yeah, I know. Fucking Yuma rolled over in his grave. So, action spell, full turn. For the rest of this turn, any battle damage a player takes during battle between 2 monsters is doubled. Alright, there will be an OTK with this card. If this card is in your graveyard, except during the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can discard 1 spell card and set it. I love reusable effects that allow me to punish the opponent by engaging in a battle step. This is very interesting because both of these cards both have the last initial effect to discard a spell card and reuse these. And this definitely shows that they can design more interesting card effects of the same nature that just grant you the ability to recur these. Granted, these 2 cards, this one in particular though, doesn't really grant you anything, but the fact that you can pressure battle damage in sealed play, this is definitely something that would be fantastic for sealed play, just because of the overall effect and design. And then, of course, double banking action spell. Double banking. So let's let you discard 1 card, apply this effect to monsters you control. So this goes to a global everybody. If you got like 5 monsters on the field, you're going to get to use this on everybody. Once applied, if any of those monsters destroy an opponent's monster by battle, it can make a second attack in a row. So if you have anything that's got trample loaded up and your opponent's in one of those floodgate situations, or if you know you're trying to do some Black Garden shenanigans, this is going to give you the option to abuse these things. And of course, as I said, this has that recursion effect. You can just discard a spell, bring this on back. It also doesn't have to be another monster on an opponent's, or another battle on the opponent's monster. This will literally just let you attack and then attack directly. So interesting effects there. And then Photon Advancer, a level 4. You can only special summon a monster once per turn via the way written in the first effect to this card's name. So if a Photon monster is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. How a fucking Luya. It's about 100 years too late, unfortunately, for Photons, but it's certainly fucking nice to know that we now have a level 4. It kind of sucks that it's a warrior, though, that we can special summon from our hand. And when another Photon monster is on the field, this card gains 1,000 attack points. Hey, fucking 2,000 bodies are always perfectly fine by me. But the fact that they're giving Photons a little bit more push, it's not enough to get them to tier 1 status by any stretch of the imagination, but this is a big help. And like I said, I'm definitely liking the concept for the action spells. There were a lot of things that they could do. Imagine having one of these. It's like a quick play, discard a spell, recur it back. Your opponent, or you take no effect damage from your opponent this turn. I feel like that was an effect from the anime. But there are a lot of cool things that they can do with this. Pressuring these 2 out because of the designs for these. We'll have to wait and see, though. It's definitely a lot of hope. And this thing just sucks. Why? Why? Like I said, I'm also... that blue eye's made of pure gold, though. I'm definitely super excited, though, for fucking network trap hole. The best goddamn thing ever. Rokkets, though. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you think you're going to be good? I have hope someday Rokkets will be good. So, guys, what do you think about this new stuff? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And, Duelist, I am out. Happy holidays.